side hustles. I know you've heard this term before, but it almost feels like it's some kind of trick or deception, and that earning money on the side can't be really that fruitful and worth your time and energy. Well, I am going to share with you the best side hustles which can potentially turn into your main hustle and earn you 6 figures or more. How would you like to make 6 figures in 2021? If that interests you, this is the best video that you're ever going to see on this topic. I'm going to take you step by step, so make sure you come on back. How's it going, Nez Nation? Thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to share with you the 10 best side hustles that you could earn 6 figures or more. This is the golden age of opportunity. There's never been a better time than to earn money on the side, whether it's running an online business or doing a side hustle, part-time job, anything at all related to earning some extra revenue. I've got a ton of videos I'll leave in the description down below. If you want to go deeper on some other avenues, maybe some online jobs, remote work, working from home, I've got a ton of videos, websites where you can earn passive income. I'll leave those links in the description down below, so make sure you go check those out. Okay, without further ado, let's get right into it. I'm going to share with you what are the 10 best side hustles that can earn you 6 figures or more, and let's get right into it. So number 1, the number 1 job, and by the way, these aren't in any order of best to worst or highest paid or lowest paid or anything like that. Number 1 side hustle on the list where you could earn 6 figures or more is monetizing your expertise, what's in your dome. In other words, becoming a consultant. Are you good with numbers? Are you good at writing? Are you good at accounting? Are you good at business? Are you good at finance, technology, coding, cooking, plumbing, whatever it is, digital marketing? You can make serious income, especially with everything that's happening right now, monetizing your expertise, selling your services as a consultant, helping people to solve their problem. You can do all of this, by the way, virtually. Most of the things that you find right now, especially as of this recording, what we're going through right now with the pandemic, but it's not going to change. Even if you're watching this 10 years in the future, even if you're watching this in 2022 or 2025, it's not going to change. Virtual consulting, virtual meetings, virtual services are going to be around forever. If anything, they're just going to grow in number and expand and become more prevalent in our society. So figure out what it is that you can offer the marketplace, what it is that you're good at, and then set up an infrastructure, get your own website. You can use Zoom, you can use Microsoft Teams, you can use GoToMeeting, you can use Skype. Consult. Set up a payment processor. I use Stripe. I'm living proof. I have a consulting agency where I help people, individuals like you, and businesses brand themselves online so they can earn more, grow faster, and stress less. I'll leave a link in the description down below if you want to learn more about that. But consulting is definitely, I'm living proof, multiple 6-figure business. I'm living proof that you can do this too, and it doesn't take that much energy. It doesn't take that much effort. Really, it just takes a smart strategic system. You can automate this. You do have to trade time for money, but hey, you're doing that anyway, so why not do it in the comfort and on your own terms and have the freedom as an entrepreneur? This is a real go-to strategy. The number 2 side hustle that you can do and you can earn 6 figures, you can become a virtual assistant. If you're good at performing any sort of administrative tasks like bookkeeping, scheduling, answering emails, phones, any kind of administrative or office type of work and upkeep, becoming a virtual assistant is a very lucrative side hustle. And I think you can turn that side hustle into your main hustle. I've seen it a million times or more. I'm going to leave links in the description on where you can kind of go to find kind of virtual assistant jobs and maybe even set up shop for yourself as a virtual assistant. But I'm telling you right now, if you do this right and you actually, understand the online ecosystem, virtual assistant, it's literally doing everything you would normally do administratively, except you can do it on your own terms. And here's the cool thing. If you do it from home, if you do it remotely, That gives you more flexibility. More flexibility, you can actually be a virtual assistant for multiple entities, multiple companies. Everybody needs a virtual assistant right now. Solopreneurs, entrepreneurs, small business, SMBs, major big corporations, duh, they definitely need your services, especially right now. I know some people who are making well over 6 figures being a virtual assistant for multiple different people and organizations. Look into this virtual assistant. If you have administrative skills, you can do this. Make some serious money. Number three on the list. If you're at all, you don't even have to be good at writing, but if you have good ideas, good storytelling, understand maybe nonfiction, what people are interested in learning. It's the same thing really with building a brand or business. What problem can you solve? A great way to make 6 figures, a great side hustle where you can make 6 figures or more, is to become a KDP, otherwise known as Kindle Direct Published Author. There are many writers that are making over $10,000 a month with KDP. It's Amazon affiliate. It's their self-publishing platform. Self-publishing your own ebook is a trend that is not slowing down. And with built-in infrastructure like Amazon Audible and other tools and platforms that enable us to really digest and consume people's words much more readily available than ever before, there's tons of money to be made. So if you have any gift, you could even create a business where you hire creative writers. Here's what I would do. Here's the side hustle entrepreneur in me. This is what I'm thinking. Go to universities, look out for creative writing majors. I mean, I'm a professor, so I know this firsthand. Go to, find people who are just graduating college or just graduating from graduate school or any kind of university or college, and really employ these writers. Say, hey, I want to see your books. I want to see your ideas. Work with them. You be basically the kind of delegate. You be the sort of business magistrate where you basically say, look, I want this story about this. I'll pay you a certain amount. You make it in their vested interest. You make it, beneficial for their time and energy and their ability to put that on their resume. And you get books and you can market them. If you're smart, savvy, this side hustle. There's one writer, James Altucher. He's making $40,000 a month and he doesn't write one word. He outsources all of his writing. He has like 15 ghostwriters that work for him. He's got a mega enterprise just from KDP Publishing. Think about this. This is a major side hustle that can be turned into something powerful. Look into KDP, Kindle Direct Publishing. Number 4, 6-figure side hustle where you can earn some serious money. Think about Airbnb. Now, whether you know what Airbnb is or not, check this out. This is like unbelievable real estate arbitrage if you ever think about it. If you own a house, you have an apartment or anything at all, even if you have like condo. Let's say you've got an extra room. Let's say you've got an extra garage, extra storage, whatever. You can rent that out. I know people on Airbnb who are making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year just renting out rooms, renting out their place when they're not there, renting out certain areas of their home. This is something that nobody's really looking into. And this is 6-figure income, y'all. Airbnb. Think about renting out locations. Think about renting out an extra room, a den, a bedroom. Maybe your kid has left or somebody has gone out of the house, or maybe you just have so much room like most of us. We tend to buy homes where we don't really utilize every single room or every single square foot of space. Think about utilizing that as a source for revenue, as cash flow, as getting some money in. This could be huge. You can also use this Airbnb rental income calculator. I'll leave a link in the description down below where you can basically determine the market value of your home and your room, and you can really understand the numbers a lot better. I'll leave a link to that in the description down below. Number 5 side hustle that you can turn into 6 figures or more. You knew this was coming. I had to mention it. E-commerce. This is something that I personally have implemented, that I have personally used. You've got to get into. If you can sell anything online, if you know how to market and sell, which is not difficult, watch 2 or 3 podcasts or 5 or 6 YouTube videos like mine. I'll leave links in the description down below. You can earn serious money all from home, working online. E-commerce. Look what's happening with retail. Look what's happening with brick and mortar businesses. Look what's happening with malls. Look what's happening with pretty much, everything that is not online right now, it's all transitioning into this space. There's two things I want to mention when it comes to e-commerce. Number one is Amazon FBA, and number two is Shopify dropshipping. Let's talk about Amazon FBA first. What does FBA stand for, Professor Nez? FBA stands for Fulfillment by Amazon. This is an unbelievable way for you to sell stuff on Amazon using the big brand of Amazon as your sort of umbrella macro partner, whereby they will handle all the fulfillment. They will hold your inventory in their fulfillment centers. They'll handle all the customer service. This is a no-brainer. Amazon FBA for e-commerce is a fantastic way to make serious money, more than six-figure. I know people making 7, 8 figures as an Amazon FBA seller. Let's talk about Shopify dropshipping. Have you ever heard of dropshipping before? Well, if you haven't, dropshipping is where you actually put a product in your store, your e-commerce website or whatever, and when people buy it, it goes directly to the actual manufacturer. You don't have any inventory, and you basically ship it from the manufacturer to the consumer without any inventory, without any overhead. This is a beautiful model, drop shipping, if you really don't have a lot of capital to start. And forget 6-figure, forget even 7-figure. I'm talking like, if you really, I'm living proof that this stuff works. If you really embrace and educate yourself on drop shipping, e-commerce, this is the big one. If there's one on the list that I would say is the creme de la creme, this is it. E-commerce, it's everything. It's the same reason why Amazon owns the world. It's the same reason why Netflix has everybody in Hollywood running scared, and the streaming wars have basically begun. Everything is online now. So understanding drop shipping, understanding how to utilize this, how to find the best products, maybe even potentially do private label, how to create a store that is enticing, how to use Facebook ads, Instagram ads, etc., Google search ads to really get the attention, drive traffic to your store. Ultimately, it's a very big art and science. If you have the time, the energy, and the commitment, this is bigger than 6 figures. It's either multiple 6 figures, it could be 7 figures, it could be 8 figures or more. This is huge. Look into Shopify drop shipping. There's a reason why their stock is going up the roof. The next two on our list for 6-figure side hustles that you can do right now today are very similar. So I'm going to kind of tag them together. If you have any skills at all for tutoring, any skills at all for, any kind of subject matter expertise, becoming an online tutor is very similar to what I said in the beginning with consulting, monetizing your expertise, but in a different way, because you're really focusing on one very specific subject matter, and it usually has something to do with academics. And so it's more educational, more academic oriented. But if you are good at math, if you're good at science, history, if you're good at writing, English as a second language, becoming an online tutor is a major side hustle that can turn into a main hustle. And I'll even leave links in the description for links to where you can maybe go and get set up and even start kind of selling your services and putting yourself out there like, hey, I'm a tutor, I'm available. You got to really understand this. You could do this globally, not just nationally, not just locally. You could do this globally, because especially if your specialty is English or English as a second language, this is a huge way for you to make 6 figures or more as a side hustle that can definitely, if you do it properly and you do it smartly and strategically, can turn into multiple 6 figures. The next thing that's sort of in tandem with this is, if you have any skills at all related to sort of language and tutoring, etc., English as a second language, copywriting. Everybody, every business, every social media influencer, every online entity, which is pretty much anybody who's anybody needs an online entity, needs a copywriter. This simply boils down to just promotional writing for businesses. This could be anything from writing a brochure to web content for, different platforms, social media platforms. Skilled copywriters are majorly in demand. So you might be somebody who understands business rhetoric and business terminology and persuasive writing. This could be the gig for you. Top copywriters can earn well over 6 figures. For a project, a typical fee might be a base rate plus a percentage of the revenue generated. good copywritings can earn $10,000 or more a month. So if this is something that is in your wheelhouse, think about this. Go for it. Go after it. This is yours. This is your time. You got to do this. Okay, the next best side hustle that you could earn 6 figures or more. If you have any skills at all, maybe you're somebody who loves TikTok and you scroll through TikTok and you know a lot about social media, maybe a specific platform that you definitely consume a ton of. You could turn that into income. You could turn that into revenue. You could become a social media manager for a company or business. And before you think to yourself, Nez, I'm not an expert in social media. You don't have to be. All you have to be is somebody who knows more than the business owner or the business that needs the social media presence. And believe me when I say this, there are so many businesses out there, especially small businesses, that have zero clue how social media even works. They don't even have a Facebook account. They've only heard of Instagram in movies or TV shows. They have no idea what's going on there. So you could actually say to them, you could actually sell services and say, hey, I notice you don't have an Instagram page. I notice you don't have a LinkedIn page. I notice you don't have a TikTok presence. I can create TikTok videos for you, getting some more awareness for your business. We can put coupons in there. You could do this, ad infinitum. You could do this for multiple entities and organizations. Some social media managers are making $600K a year. Forget about 6-figure, multiple 6-figure, if not more. If you have any social media, you're watching this right now on probably a social media platform, probably on YouTube. You have these skills. There's so many businesses that want a presence on YouTube, right? I don't have, as of this recording, over 10,000 subscribers, but yet I get brand deals. I get sponsorships on my videos. Why? Because I've been doing YouTube for a very, very long time. I have positioned myself as somebody who can give a small business or what have you. I've worked with big brands before too, a presence, a video structure. I know what works on YouTube. I can give them that entity, that presence. It's super, super value, especially right now in 2021. These are going to just absolutely blow you off the roof. And I'm going to couple these as sort of one little group right here. These are more like side hustles that can definitely turn into 6 figures or more, where they're very, very similar, almost like real fast part-time side gigs. This is sort of like a bonus that can really elevate your income, and you could turn some of these into full-time incomes. And so I'm just going to go through these because they're so, I've highly researched. You see me looking down, highly researched, data-backed. So one of the things that where you can make some real good money on the side is you can do online surveys. You can actually take surveys at places like Survey Junkie. I'll leave links in the description down below. Make money just taking surveys. Number 2, Swagbucks is a great site where you can actually get paid by watching videos. Remember what I said about Social Media Manager? You can actually get paid by taking surveys, watching videos. Swagbucks, that's a great place. Food delivery, Uber Eats, Postmates. Even like, I really didn't mention Uber and rideshare, like sites like Uber and Lyft. Major side hustles that could turn into 6-figure income. You can also do food delivery like Postmates, Uber Eats. I know some people making $25, $35 an hour doing this. They work full time, especially now with rideshare and what's happening right now with the pandemic. Not a lot of people are getting Uber. This is why Uber, pivoted into Uber Eats. You can be an Uber Eats driver. You can be an Instacart, right? You can do Postmates. This is great ways to do this. You can also be a mystery shopper. Mystery shopping is a form of market research where companies will pay you physically shop in a specific retail store. Mystery shopping is a really great way to earn some side income where you can turn that into something big. All of this is really contingent upon how hard you work. These can be side hustles where you don't even make anywhere near 6 figures. You got to put in the work. But if you put in the work, holy macadamia nut. There's so many examples of this, guys. There's so many opportunities now, guys. Don't miss out on this. You could also be a user tester where you actually get paid instantly via PayPal by just reviewing other people's websites, just being a user and saying what your impressions are. It's the same thing as taking surveys, but in this way, you're kind of doing more real time and you're just assessing and sort of analyzing what's working in the website and what's not. I'm saving the best for last, Nez Nation. I think one of the most probably never talked about way for you to make 6 figures. This is a side hustle that could be turned into an enterprise. that could really be turned into a full-time major hustle. Are you ready for this one? Dog walking. I'm going to share with you a story about a guy by the name of Ryan Stewart who earns over $100,000 walking dogs part-time in New York City. Now, he might benefit from being in a more affluent area, but I'm telling you right now, again, especially with everything that's happening right now, you've got online school, you've got kids at home, you've got lockdowns, you've got all these stay-at-home orders, etc. People just don't have the time to take their pets out. People don't have the time to walk their dogs. As a matter of fact, they will pay you for convenience. People don't pay you to walk their dog. They don't pay you to write copy. They don't pay you to be their social media manager. Remember this, guys. People pay for convenience. I mean, think about yourself. I do this all the time. I have a gardener that mows my lawn once a week. I could easily do that. I don't even have that big of a yard, but it just saves me so much more time. It's way more convenient. I'm happy to pay him $80 a month or whatever. And so this is what you need to understand, guys. Don't think of these as dog walker. What in the world are you talking about, Nez? People pay for convenience. I hope you got a ton of value out of this video, Nez Nation. It means the absolute world to me that you get a lot out of these. Leave a comment down below. Let me know which one of these six-figure side hustles really resonated with you the most. And let me know if there's anything that you maybe have thought of yourself. You're like, Nez, you could do this, or Nez, you can do that. I like to turn my community threads into this inspirational exchange of ideas and collaboration and kind of, you know, confluence of people coming together. So please leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. I respond to all the comments personally, so I would love to hear you. I'd love to hear your feedback. You want to definitely consider subscribing. Why, Nez? Because I'm giving you brain-busting content every single week, helping you to advance your career, start, grow, and scale your online business, and get yourself out of your way, mindset and messaging, helping you earn more, grow faster, and stress a whole lot less. Thank you so much. Make sure you go check out these other videos. These other videos are gonna knock you out of your socks. They're gonna totally complement this video right here. I'm also leaving links in the description. Go check out these videos right now. I'll see you over there.